Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here with a wig review for you. I have on Raquel Welch Ahead of the Curve in the color Glazed Hazelnut, which is R829S plus. I love this color. It's one of my favorite Raquel Welch colors. Ahead of the Curve is actually a salon only style. So for those of you who are not familiar, a number of retailers make styles that are only allowed to be sold in brick and mortar wig shops, not solely online retailers. And so John Renault has a line, their professional line. Henry Margaux, I believe, has a couple of styles that are only sold in stores, and Raquel Welch also has some. There may be others that do that. Those are the three that come to mind right now. I think the reason for that is potentially to support those brick and mortar retailers, because they don't tend to be able to offer as many great deals financially as online retailers, probably because of their overhead. And so having some styles that are exclusive to them hopefully ensures that they'll still have some business. So in the description of this video, I will give you a couple of resources that you can use if you're interested in this style but don't have any brick and mortar shops near you that sell Raquel Welch. I did purchase this from a retailer a long time ago. I want to tell you guys, it's been about a year and a half since I purchased this one and just haven't reviewed it. I actually haven't even worn it. I have a few wigs like that they weren't my favorite out of the box, and so I sort of stuck them back in the box, and now I'm trying to work my way through those to get reviews done before they're discontinued. And this one has grown on me in that time, and I'll talk a little bit about that and why I think that is. But let me show you this one from all sides. I just wanted to tell you about how you might be able to get one if you're interested. Look in the description. This one has so much going on, you really have to look at all the texture. So much going on with this one. Maybe why I wasn't really able to wear it in the beginning, because there is so much kind of trendy, funky like texture and layering and you know, razored ends, that I just maybe wasn't that comfortable with something so out there, because I was never able to do that with my own hair. So before I talk too much about that though, let's look at this color. I do want to get that out of the way. I try to do that in the beginning. I know some of you only come here because you want to see this color. You may be looking at another style and are watching all the videos you can on color. So let's talk about this color, R829S plus. When you see these types of color combinations from Raquel Welch, it's difficult to know what the colors are going to be in the wig and how they're going to be distributed, because it's one of those fashion type colors. So let me grab my color index for you guys and I'll break it down for you a little bit. Alright, so I want to make you aware of my color index and my brand color lists. If you go to my website, just bit my tongue. If you go to the website heywigsister.com, you will find at the top of the homepage a resources tab, or it just says resources. When you click on that, it will take you to a few articles that I wrote that I think are good resources. One of them is about color, because color is so hard, and in that I link two documents. One is a Word document, one is an Excel spreadsheet. I also turn them into Google Docs in case those don't work for you. So please go there. It's so helpful, and I keep adding to that. So if you always click on that, the links in that post, you'll always get the most recent version if I do update, because I'll update when I discover new information, or I just added Wig Pro colors to the spreadsheet, which is the brand color list, because I now have discovered Wig Pro. So anyway, let's talk about this color. So we've got R829S plus. Glazed Hazelnut. So how they describe it, or how I found it described online, is a medium, and let me get up here for you guys as I talk about it, medium golden brown with ginger highlights on top. Medium golden brown. That's the 8. An 8 is a medium golden or medium, dark brown. You will see it described many different ways. And let me guys tell you guys, this is why color's so hard. An 8 can be golden. It can also be ashy. The John Renault line of wigs, do I have that guy? I know I've got a wig in this color, Scarlet. It's 8 RH14. It's up right up there on my wall. That's what I'm looking at. So in the John Renault 8 RH14, which is also known as hot cocoa, the 8 they use is ashy. More ashy than golden, whereas this is more golden than ashy and more warm. So that's where this becomes super, super hard, and you're just gonna have to work through these color difficulties. But anyway, so medium golden brown with ginger highlights on top. Very auburn. Definitely a brunette auburn. Pulls very, very red, very warm. That ginger auburn, very dynamic. Okay, so then let me switch over to my color index. So the color index, different from the color brand list, breaks down all the color codes for you so you can see what an 8 is. But at the top, and a 29, which is, what's a 29 again? A 29 is a, well, there isn't a 29 because a 29 is a blend of like a light auburn and an Irish red. So a 29 is sort of in between the two. I'm going to have to update that. But I will tell you that Raquel Welch, at the very top of my color index, I'm looking at my phone, I have all of the codes. As I discover what a code means, I add it. So an S or an S plus in Raquel Welch means multi-dimensional blends that reflect the latest coloring techniques used by salons, specially blended in front and crown with highlights and lowlights that complement the basic color. So specially blended with highlights and lowlights. Why these kind of blended shades are hard is because they're not perfect. You've got a highlighted and lowlighted version of those colors in here, which gives it all of this multi-dimensional, multi-tonal, and it becomes hard unless you can see it. And an R in Raquel Welch, so the R can mean different things in different manufacturers, unfortunately. The R in Raquel Welch means it's their regular synthetic, and RL is their heat-friendly synthetic. So when you're looking at color codes in Raquel Welch, if it's an R color code, that's regular synthetic. This is regular synthetic, not heat-friendly. And RL would be their heat-friendly. So that's another way you can tell if a wig is regular or heat-friendly. And the colors are going to look a little bit different as well. I just did a color comparison. If you look up my color comparison for my John Renault Carry, I show caramel ribbon in 3 different, one human hair, one synthetic, one heat-friendly synthetic. Colors look different in all 3 different styles. Same is going to be true for Raquel Welch. This color is going to be a little bit more bold and dynamic and warmer than in the heat-friendly version, which tends to mute out those colors just a little bit. All right, enough about the color. Let's talk about the style. This is one of those types of styles that either you like it or you don't like it, in my opinion, because it's kind of trendy. And you can see that as I did your 360, all of this. First of all, it's got these long, it's not even really A-line because it goes kind of from here and then it's just got these long layers in the front. Almost like you didn't finish cutting your hair in some ways. And that can be really cute and really trendy, and they sort of wing out or curl over. And then in the back, look at all that. All this texturization on the bottom, but sort of stacked on the top. So it's really cute, but definitely not, you're just kind of ordinary haircut. So if you're looking for something really fun, really trendy, something that, is a little bit out of the ordinary, this is such a cute style for that. Very cute. Let me show you this lace front. So it has a lace front, and this lace front is fantastic. I'm not sure if I've pulled it too far forward. Just fantastic. Let me turn the light here. So let me lift it for you so you can see. There's the lace. And then it just melts and it looks beautiful. And that is so typical of Raquel Welch. They just do such a good job of bringing those the lighter colors of whatever they've used to the front so that you don't see the knotting and it looks just so realistic. And then it does have a mono part, but it's really hard to see this one. It's pretty densely knotted. And so if you really want to show that mono part, you're gonna have to pluck it. I just did a Tip Tuesday on that. So go find my Tip Tuesday series, which I have a playlist on. If you go find my playlists, just find Tip Tuesday, and I have one where I pluck a part line and I use foundation and translucent powder to then make it stand out a little bit more, and then it looks a lot more realistic. So there you go. There's your lace front. There's your mono part. Basic, you know, typical Raquel Welch cap. It's got this, I think it's like their Memory Cap 3 material. And so these are like silicone. You can see they're shiny. And if you have no hair, this will help grip your head really, really well. If you have hair, it does nothing. It doesn't pull on your hair. Don't think that this is gonna like pull your hair. It doesn't at all. It really only helps you if you're bald, if you have no hair, but it doesn't hurt you if you do have hair. And then an extended nape and Velcro adjusters. So very typical Raquel Welch. Fits me, very generous. This cap feels a little big on me. It definitely has, I'll show you the coverage. Great coverage because it fits me really generous. I find Raquel Welch wigs to run just a little bit bigger than average. Not much, but just a little kind of big head friendly. And so this one does run that way. So I'll show you what I mean here as I show you the coverage. So it comes way down here. So a lot of times you can see my hairline. I buzz it really short now, so you can't tell that well, but my hairline is pretty low. So a lot of times I'll get coverage where you can see that part of my hairline. On this one, when I get it seated right where it needs to be, it completely obscures my hairline, which is great if I want to style this off the face. I don't have to worry about that. The ear tabs come pretty forward of my ears actually, which I think contributes to that a lot. And I get a little bit of extra cap. I would say it doesn't fit me super big over the top of my head, but it definitely fits me generous coverage all around. Other than that, it's comfortable, it's lightweight. This is not a heavy density wig. I would say it's moderate to light density. It's got enough density that you can get a little bit of volume out of it, and that gives it a little bit of lift and really helps to hold the style. As far as permatease goes, very light permatease. It has a little bit of crimpy fibers to help lift and give this a little bit of body, but no pillowy, poofy permatease that you can sometimes find in Raquel Welch wigs. None of that. It's very nice density, a little tiny bit of permatease here and there. That's not the poofy, pillowy kind at all. All right, I hope this helped you guys. Because I've had this so long, I think I have an out of the box. I'm pretty sure I did an out of the box. If I have one, I'll put it on the beginning of this or the end here, and I will go outside for you so you can see this beautiful color outside. Let me know if you have any questions about this style. I would say for styling possibility, I mean, just like typical, you can use all kinds of clips on it. She's tuckable with effort. Because of how far those ear tabs come forward and how low they are on me, I have to work at tucking her. I can tuck any wig though, you guys, really. If I really work at it, if I lift up the ear tabs some, get the wig tucked, and then pull the wig down, really any wig can be tucked. It's just how easily can you tuck it and how comfortably can you tuck it. This one takes effort to tuck. It's not a quick tuck wig, and I can feel that it's tucked because those ear tabs are so low. All right, I think I got it all, so let me know if you guys have questions, and let's take a look at this color outside. All right, everyone, here we are outside with Glazed Hazelnut R829S Plus. It is so bright out here. I could not do this without my sunglasses. So I've got a lot of clouds, so we've got very filtered sunlight, but there are those high white clouds that makes it seem so much brighter. Look at all those colors. It's so dynamic and just beautiful. And then I just love how they bring those highlights, those kind of hazelnut auburn highlights to the front so that you get that awesome lace front. They do a beautiful job with the coloring. Okay, let's move over to the white background. I love how I am able to have dark and light background just with how we decided to side the house. The house used to be white, and then I fought my family to get the dark gray siding. All of them were against it, my whole family. And I just knew it would look great with that white, kind of the white trim. And I was right, of course. Plus, it works well for my wig reviews, which I wasn't even doing when we had the house sided. All right, you guys, I hope that helped if you're considering glazed hazelnut in any style. Hopefully this gave you the information that you needed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey everyone, here is ahead of the curve out of the box. I'm being really quiet because it's like 6 a.m. and my husband is still sleeping. But I've had this one for a while. I gotta get the out of the box done so I can start playing with her. She's got a lot of box hair, really kind of flat. This stuff is really lifeless, so I am going to just spray her, get her wet, shake her out, scrunch her up. I also noticed she does this a lot. So we'll see what happens with that. There may need to be some steam done, but I won't do that until after I've come back and done another review. Yep, just needs a little bit of TLC, but I think she's going to be cute. Just want to make sure you get a good look. All right, guys.